How's it going, folks? Savior TCG here, and we got a new video here. Sorry I haven't been around for a while. I apologize. I haven't uploaded, but I'll try my best to upload a little bit more. But I want to show you guys one of the two leaders I'll be focusing on for this set, and it's Perona. I'm excited for this leader. I've been waiting for this leader since they got announced in Japan, and I was lucky enough to pull the AA in one of my pre-releases, and I was so happy. So I'm gonna show you guys a deck list for Perona that I'm basically running. And so first off, we got the leader Perona. Obviously, she, what's it called? She has two options. You can only choose one per turn. And it's free, obviously. You can activate me. No Dawn required or anything. So basically, what her ability is, rest up to one of your opponent's characters at a cost of 4 or less. Or give up to one of your opponent's -1. You're mostly going to be using the first effect more than the second effect. But the second effect could definitely come in handy depending on your situation. But that's Perona. She's a 4-life, green and black leader. So we're going to show you the deck list. First off, we're going to start off with a playset of Baby 5s. 4 Baby 5s. Very good for this deck list because you're going to have cards that are searchable from Don Quixote in this deck. Especially like 10-cost Dofi. If you get that, that's pretty good. But this card is a counter to 1/1. And if you play this on turn 1, very good because then your opponent has to forcefully remove it. Or if you get it on 2 Dawn turn, which is your first turn, then you just play a Baby 5 Searcher, and it's pretty good because if you're playing against someone like Yamato, they have to swing at it, or unless they want to swing your life, that's fine, but then your Baby 5 survives another turn, you can search again. So that's basically what it is. So yeah. Our next playset is Sudu, 2K counter, a 1-cost, 0 power. And what she does is she -2 to any character. Very good for situational stuff, but also a 2K counter, and it's a very good card. So definitely run 4 of these. Our next card is another searcher, is brand new. So this card is very good because not only where it can search all Navy, it also can search some of the Don Quixote cards that also were Navy, has Navy type, and I love that. So brand new, very good, 1K counter. 2 cost, 3,000 power. A very good card. Here's one of the cards that you can search with Baby 5 and Rosinante, and that is Rosinante. Or should I say, I meant to say brand new. You can search this card with brand new and Baby 5, and this card is very, very good. It's a 2 cost, 1,000 power. It's a blocker, and if anything on your field rested is KO'd, you can use this whether it's rested or not to... You can use this card's effect instead. So say you play this off another character card or an effect, and this is rested on the field, or your opponent rests it, they swing at your big boy or your like 5,000 power, 6,000 power card, and your Rosinante is rested. Okay, use Rosinante effect. You basically trash this instead of the character that they're trying to get rid of. So it's basically a blocker on rested as well, which is cool. I love the effect. So very good card. Definitely need a playset of those, and has a 1K counter. Our next card is 2 Tashigis. So for this card, I run 2. It's searchable and it can be viable in situations. But I also wanted to run also another card, which I will explain that after the deck list. But 2 Tashigis is viable. 2K counter, a 3 through 4, 3 cost 4K power, and you can -2 by resting it. So very good card. But I usually mostly for use it for 2K counter. So yeah. Now, this is one of her key cards, and it's a new card, is Ryuma. Very good card. You basically can, if your opponent has a 4 cost or less on the field, use Perona effect, and then once you have 4 Dawn or more, play Ryuma, just KO that. Very good card. It's a very good card. It's a 4/6, no counter, unfortunately, but there's a reason. On play and on KO, you can kill a 4 cost or less. So if they play like a 4 cost on the field, a blocker, as long as it's not Borsalino, then you rest it, kill it, or you want to get rid of the big body. Very good, very good. This is a very good card for Perona. A definitely must need. Our next card, I run 2 Kuzans. Kuzan is not bad. He's very good on playing early game. So if I have Kuzan, I just play it with 4 Dawn. But if I get him like 2 turns or later, then I just trash it. Because I could play him off trash, which again, I'll get to that. But 4 cost, 5,000 power, and no counter, unfortunately. But you basically On play, you can draw a free card, and when you attack, you can -4 to any character. Very good, because if you're trying to get rid of someone like Katakuri, if your Kuzan survives, swing with Kuzan, and then play Ryuma. No, swing with Kuzan, minus rest of Katakuri, and then play Ryuma to pop it if they don't swing at it. And hopefully this doesn't get Katakuri'd. But you can use Kuzan with different ways. Just, it's not like a must-need, but when you play Kuzan, try to keep him alive. But if you can't, that's fine. Our next playset is Borsalino. We only run 4 Borsalinos. Well, obviously, that's a playset. Good card, 4 cost, 5,000 powers, 6,000 when it's your opponent's turn, and cannot be KO'd by any effects. It could be rested or bottom deck, but cannot be KO'd. So, a very, very good card for against most decks. So, very good card. 1K counter as well. So, this card is definitely a must. Definitely need this card. Borsalino. Also searchable by brand new. So, our next card, this is a key card as well, and at the 2K counter, is Virgo. He is searchable from Baby 5 and brand new, and this is why I love running 4 Virgos. 2K counter, 5/5. If in case you can only play Virgo and you have nothing else in your hand, play Virgo, and then he just sits there. And then when you swing with him with a Dawn, they can't swing at it because he can't die in battle. They could remove him, obviously, by KO or by bottom deck, but regardless, they cannot swing at this if it has a Dawn underneath and rested. So, very, very good card. 2K counter as well. I love it. It's a very good card. It's searchable. And then we have 4 Sabos, 5 cost, 6,000 power on play. Draw 2, trash 2, and then your characters, including this card, cannot be KO'd by any effects until it's your turn again. So very good card, Sabo. Unfortunately, it's not searchable at all. So if you draw the card or get it from life, then you can use it as a counter, or you can use it for situationals where if you have a really, really bad hand, you want to mulligan it a bit. Just play it, draw 2, trash 2. It could definitely change the game up, the Sabo. But very good card. So I run 4. If you want to run 3, go right ahead, be my guest. Our next playset is X-Drake. X-Drake, very good. I run 3 only. I used to run 4. But I might go back and forth, try 4, but I run 3, 1K counter, 5 cost power, no, 5 cost, 6,000 power. It's basically the same as Ryuma. On play, KO of 4 cost or less, and yeah, same effect, but this has a higher cost and a bigger body. So a very good card, and it's searchable by Navy as well, so he's a Navy type. Not Rosinante, unfortunately, or Donkey. So this is a tech card I run, but this is why I took out my 4th X-Drake, is Brook. I run 1 Brook. You have 2 options. First off, he's a 6 cost, 6,000 power. So he's a high cost. So if you're going against like Sakazuki or something that tries a minus Brook, then he's a higher cost. So no counter, unfortunately. He has 2 options. Either you KO a 4 cost or less, it could be rested or active, or your opponent takes 3 cards from the trash and put it at the bottom of the deck. So it could be pretty good to counter against a Sakazuki player, but I feel like it'll be a little too late. Unless Sakazuki has a bad hand and doesn't really make that many plays in the early game, and then you can basically use this effect to get rid of his trash so he can't Lucci or anything else. So, but I like this card. I mostly use the first effect. It's much, much better. So we stick to 1, but if not, I'll add another X-Drake. So I have a counter. Our next is our big boy, the keyest card of all time, Gecko Moria. One of the new cards as well. 8 cost, 9,000 power. Gecko Moria can change the game so much. It's a very, very good card. I love it. There's different ways you can play this card. There's different ways that you can play. You play a 4 cost and a 2 cost from trash. 1 has to be active, and then 1 has to be rested. It doesn't matter. You can choose one or the other. The 4 can be active, the 2 can be rested, or the 4 can be rested, the 2 can be active. Very good. Very good card for most of these cards. Very, very good. You can basically make plays with these. If you have any questions about it, just let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely be sure to answer questions. And then we have our last character card, the biggest boy of all, is Rosinante, Doflamingo. Very good card. 10 cost, 10k on play. Choose 3 leaders and characters to rest. Well, you can choose the leader and the 2 characters or 3 characters. Very good card. It definitely could change the game up. And you have a big boy as well. So if they have like a couple of characters rested in their leader, then choose a leader and then choose the characters. It's definitely good against a bunch of leaders, especially like Uta, where you make sure the Uta is rested. The Uta cannot restand unless you have the event. But this changes the game up a lot as well. So playing Dofi, especially back-to-back Dofis, it's very good. It changes the game. And then we have our last card, which is our only event card, is this card. The 0 cost, obviously. I call it the Gum Gum Gatling, because every 0 cost card for every color is basically the same as that, but it's not called Gum Gum Gatling. But you 0 cost, you trash a card, your leader gains plus 3,000 for the battle. A very good trigger as well. You can rush something on trigger. So but the trigger is not really viable unless it's for situational where they're gonna end the game and they're about to swing with their little small body, because you have like no counter, no cards. But regardless, very, very good card. But I don't really use the trigger, so it's best to just keep it when you add it to hand and then just use it so you can protect your characters or your leaders. But other than that, that's it. And that is our deck list for Perona. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm very excited to run this deck list in this set. I've already practiced a lot of it, though, a couple of days over the weekend during pre-release, and it's worked out. It's worked out a lot. It's very good. So, but thanks for watching, guys, and be sure to follow my social medias in the description below. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.